Good morning and welcome to G8 Report. My name is Jamie and today we will be speaking about hydraulic fracking. Let's head over to Stefano, who's live at BBC campus with more information.
Hydraulic fracturing, commonly known as fracking. It's basically a method used to extract natural gas and oil from deep rock formations called shale. And so, drilling operators force water, sand, and chemicals into these drilling wells and break and shatter the shale formations. Hydraulic acid, butyraldehyde, sodium chloride, magnesium peroxide, magnesium oxide, calcium chloride, isopropanol, methanol, formic acid, boric salts, and lastly, potassium carbonate.
As you can see, oil fracking has greatly impacted the US economy. In the 1930s, drillers began to use nitroglycerin, which started the technique known as hydraulic fracking. This garnered the attention of even President Ford. Now we head off to Nikkia, who's also at BBC campus, with the advantages of hydraulic fracking.
Thank you, Jamie. Natural oil and gas fracking has impacted our society tremendously. We all know this. We all should love this. This benefits you, this benefits me, this benefits everyone. With fracking going constantly, gas prices are hitting the floor. Like literally, they're hitting the floor. Hold on. Speaking of gas prices, yes, Stefano? I just got word from Stefano that gas prices had dropped 47%. Yes, I said 47%. Wait, hold on. It's way too much going on right now. I got more news for you. Hold on. EIA just released a model that predicts in the next 20 years, gas prices will continue to go down. It will continue to go down in the next 20 years. This helps us. This gives us a better advantage. Cheaper energy gives us a competitive advantage. A global competitive advantage.
Thank you, Nikkia. Every action has pros and cons. Dennis, why don't you tell us about the disadvantages?
The fracking industry hasn't come without its disadvantages. One of the biggest disadvantages has to do with water. From 2004 to 2015, a Duke study showed that the fracking industry used 250 billion gallons of water while extracting unconventional oil and gas from its wells. The health concerns for the local community don't just stop with the drinking water. A report showed that 15 million Americans have lived within 1 mile of a drilling rig. Oftentimes these drilling rigs are working all through the day, all through the night, and people have to deal with loud noises. Also, these drilling companies that come into the local communities put constraints on local budgets and infrastructure by leaving abandoned drilling rigs all throughout the landscape that leaves it not as pretty as before.
Who is the leading company in the oil industry today? Monica will answer that question for us.
Chevron is currently a leader in the oil industry, having been the first company to receive the Center for Responsible Shale Development Award in 2014 and have it renewed in 2016. This means that you can rest assured that Chevron is interested in protecting the environment and the community in its practices. In 2015, Chevron had an estimated amount of 60,000 employees. In 2016, that number decreased to about 55,000. According to SeekingAlpha.com, revenue also decreased in that year. One of the biggest roadblocks for Chevron and other oil companies right now are environmentally friendly regions such as Monterey County in California, where voters have recently voted to ban the practice of oil fracking in their communities. Now back to Jamie.
To conclude, oil fracking is still one of the most controversial ways of obtaining energy. Stay tuned for next week's edition of G8 Report.